got something really special for you. We're diving into the heart of Scotland to explore the charming city of Edinburgh, and we're doing it all in just 3 days. Before we jump into the action, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, so you won't miss out on any more awesome travel itineraries we've got coming your way. We've packed this guide with all the must-visit spots, some local favorites, and even a few hidden gems. And if you stick around until the end, I've got some exclusive tips that are going to make your trip even more amazing. Let's get started and uncover the best of Edinburgh in the next 3 days. Day 1. The Historic Centre. Edinburgh Castle. Alright, we're kicking off our 3-day adventure in Edinburgh, and what better place to start than the iconic Edinburgh Castle? You can totally hike it up there from the Royal Mile, or catch a ride on the hop-on, hop-off bus, which is a great deal if you've snagged the Royal Edinburgh ticket. Just a heads up, it's a bit of a climb to reach the castle, but trust me, it's worth it. Once you've made it inside the castle walls, take a moment to catch your breath and soak in the amazing view of the city. Trust me, it's a sight you won't forget. Now, let's dive into the cool stuff you can check out while you're here. Number 1. The National War Museum. This place is all about the country's military history, showcasing everything from weapons to uniforms. The St. Marguerite Chapel. This is the oldest building in the whole castle, and it's definitely worth a look. The Mons Meg. Get ready to be blown away by this massive 6-ton cannon. Number 4. The National War Memorial, a touching tribute that you won't want to miss. Number 5. The Royal Apartments. Did you know that the castle was also a royal residence? Yep, kings and queens used to live right here. The Royal Mile. Alright, after checking out the cool stuff at the castle, let's take a chill walk down the Royal Mile. It's this awesome street that takes you straight through the heart of Edinburgh's Old Town, linking the castle all the way to our next stop, the Palace of Holyrood. This place is buzzing with life and packed with cool shops where you can grab some souvenirs, pubs to chill in, and restaurants to refuel. Plus, there are these incredible old buildings everywhere, like the St. Giles Cathedral. You can't miss it. I'm gonna dive into all the fun things you can do here on the Royal Mile when we get to day 3 of our trip, because that's where we'll really get to explore everything it has to offer. But for now, let's keep moving toward the end of the street. On the way, you'll spot the Canongate Church and the Scottish Parliament building. Keep going and boom, you're at the Holyrood Palace. Let's go check it out. The Palace of Holyrood House. You wouldn't want to miss out on Holyrood Palace, the city's hidden gem and the second most famous castle here. Back in the 16th century, the Scottish royalty decided to pack up from the Edinburgh Castle because, well, it was a bit too gloomy for their taste. They moved into what we now know as the Holyrood Palace, and guess what? It's still the go-to spot for the Queen of England whenever she's in Scotland. The palace is famous for being the home of Queen Mary Stuart, a queen with a story so wild and fascinating that it's been turned into books, movies, and TV shows. And the good news, there's an audio guide available in French that'll give you the whole scoop on her life. So, what's on the agenda for our palace tour? First up, we've got the State Apartments. This is where the magic happens. We'll sneak a peek into the reception rooms, bedrooms, and yes, even the dining room. Then, it's off to the Great Gallery packed with portraits of Scottish kings from floor to ceiling. It's like a journey through Scotland's royal past. Don't forget the throne room. This is where the Queen still throws her fancy parties today. And lastly, we'll hit up the Tower, the personal space of Mary Stuart herself, filled with her belongings that have stood the test of time. Grass Market and Greyfriars Cemetery. Alright, let's wrap up our first awesome day in Edinburgh with a visit to the super cool Grass Market area. This place is just perfect for hanging out in the evening. It's full of life, and there are plenty of pubs and restaurants where you can grab a bite or have a drink. Grass Market isn't just about food and drinks, though. It's also famous for the Greyfriars Cemetery, which is rumored to be the most haunted graveyard on the planet. If you're up for it, I'd really recommend taking a guided tour. They run tours every evening, lasting around 1 hour and 30 minutes. The tour guide is super passionate about this stuff and will fill you in on all the spooky stories and paranormal happenings that go on there. And that's not all, he'll also take you to explore the haunted vaults beneath Edinburgh. But heads up, you have to book in advance. There are 2 tours every night, one at 6 p.m. and another at 8 p.m. So don't miss out and make sure to secure your spot. Day 2, the Royal Yacht Britannia. Day 2 of our epic 3-day adventure in Edinburgh, and we are heading up the super cool Leith district right by the water. Getting there is a breeze. You can jump on public transport or grab the hop-on hop-off bus if you've snagged yourself a Royal Edinburgh ticket, which makes all your rides totally free. And hey, it's just a quick 30-minute journey. Now get ready because this is where the Royal Yacht Britannia is chilling out. This boat is straight up luxury, and it used to be the British royal family's ride for over 4 decades. Imagine a palace, but floating. Now it's all ours to explore. We're talking walking through the royal bedrooms, checking out where the queen used to catch her Z's, peeking into the fancy saloons where all the big shots and world leaders used to hang out, and even sneaking a peek at the engine room and where the crew used to kick back. Colton Hill. Next up on our adventure, hop on the bus, but this time we're heading the other way, back toward the heart of the city. So we checked out the old town vibes yesterday, right? Well, today I've got something a bit different for you. We're gonna explore Newtown, the super cool, more modern side of Edinburgh. First stop, we're gonna conquer Colton Hill. It's right at the entrance to Newtown, so you can't miss it. This place is like a gold mine for your camera. So many epic moments to snap pics of. And when you reach the top, boom, you're hit with this insane view of the whole city, the North Sea, and Arthur's Seat. And don't you worry, it's a breezy 10-minute climb, easy peasy. Princes Street. Right at the base of Colton Hill, hit up Princes Street. It's one of the liveliest spots in town, second only to the Royal Mile. Trust me, this street has it all, from H&M and Zara to Urban Outfitters and Primark. Whether you're into trendy fashion or classic styles, you're sure to find something that catches your eye. But hey, shopping isn't the only thing on the menu. While you're hopping from store to store, make sure to check out these cool spots. First up, the Scott Monument. This towering tribute to Sir Walter Scott, the genius behind Ivanhoe, stands at a whopping 60 meters. If you're up for it, you can even climb to the top for some killer views of the city. Need a break from the hustle and bustle? Princes Street Gardens is your go-to. This massive park stretches all the way to Castle Hill, offering you a perfect slice of nature right in the city's heart. And don't miss out on Charlotte Square. This picturesque square is surrounded by stunning Georgian houses, including Bute House No. 6, where the Scottish Prime Minister hangs his hat. For all the art lovers out there, the National Art Gallery of Scotland is a must-visit. Nestled at the garden's entrance, this gallery boasts an incredible collection of Scottish and international art, spanning from the Renaissance era right up to the early 20th century. The best part? It won't cost you a penny to get in. Enjoy! Day 3, National Museum of Scotland. Today marks our final day exploring the incredible city of Edinburgh, and we've got something really cool lined up for you. Let's kick things off at the National Museum of Scotland. This gem is right in the heart of the old town, just a stone's throw away from Greyfriars Cemetery. And guess what? Getting in won't cost you a penny. It's absolutely free. This place is a total mashup of awesome, combining the Museum of Scotland and the Royal Museum. So you can get a bit of everything, from Scottish history and culture, right from the early days to now, to all sorts of other fun stuff like technology, science, geology, and nature. They've got loads of topics to dive into, and with a free audio guide on offer, you're going to pick up some really fascinating facts. And here's a little spoiler for you. They've got Dolly the sheep. Yep, the world's first cloned animal. Trust me, you do not want to miss this. The Scotch Whisky Experience. If you're kind of into optical illusions or have checked out similar museums on other trips, you've got to make the Scotch Whisky Experience your next stop. It's super easy to find, sitting right across from Camera Obscura. Now, this spot is all about whiskey. You'll get the full scoop from how it's made all the way to the best part, tasting it. And get this, they've got the world's biggest whiskey bottle collection. Plus, there's a bar with over 400 types of whiskey for you to try. St. Giles Cathedral. Let's continue our day with a trip back to the Old Town, and trust me, you're gonna love it. We're heading to check out the stunning St. Giles Cathedral. I know, we walked by it on our first day exploring Edinburgh, but we were rushing around so much that we didn't get a chance to really take it in. Today's our chance to make that right. So, this place isn't just old, it's ancient, dating all the way back to the 12th century. Yeah, it had to be rebuilt in the 15th century because of a fire, but that just adds to its story. It's the oldest religious building in Edinburgh, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Once we're inside, get ready to be wowed. There are tons of little chapels to explore, but make sure you don't miss the most famous one, the Chapel of the Order of the Thistle. And the stained glass windows, they're out of this world. The best part, it won't cost you a penny to get in. Yup, it's totally free. Alright folks, just like we promised, here's a tip for you. When planning on checking out the castle, the palace, or the royal yacht, grab yourself a Royal Edinburgh ticket. It's going to save you some cash, and you can pair it with some skip-the-line passes and guided tours to make the most out of your visit. Trust me, your wallet will thank you. That wraps up our epic 3-day adventure in Edinburgh. I really hope you enjoyed exploring this stunning city with me. If you found this itinerary helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more awesome travel content. Got any more questions about the trip, or have suggestions for the next adventure? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep wandering and stay adventurous. See you in the next one.